George Russell has made a powerful statement at the Dutch Grand Prix, taking victory in the sprint race at Zandvoort after starting from pole position. The Mercedes driver produced a controlled and confident performance over 24 laps, converting his excellent qualifying performance into another sprint victory. Russell made a strong start and immediately established himself at the front, but behind him, the battle for the remaining podium places quickly became intense. Lando Norris started second for Leclerc and initially stayed close to Russell. However, as the race progressed, Norris came under increasing pressure from Charles Leclerc. The Ferrari driver had started third and kept his soft tires working effectively, allowing him to remain competitive throughout the sprint. The decisive moment came late in the race. On lap 18, Leclerc managed to move past Norris and take second place. From that point, Russell had enough of a gap to control the race and bring his Mercedes safely to the finish. Russell eventually crossed the line in first place, with Leclerc finishing second and Norris taking third. The result was particularly important for Russell after a difficult run of races before Formula One's summer break. His victory also marked his third time converting a sprint pole position into a sprint win. Behind the leading trio, championship leader Kimi Antonelli delivered another solid performance for Mercedes. Antonelli finished fourth after a close battle with Norris in the opening stages. Oscar Piastri finished fifth for Leclerc, while Max Verstappen could only manage sixth in front of his home crowd. Lewis Hamilton endured a more difficult sprint. The Ferrari driver finished seventh, while Pierre Gasly completed the positions in eighth. The race itself was relatively difficult for overtaking, with the narrow and technical Zandvoort circuit making it challenging for drivers to follow closely and attack. Rain also began to threaten the circuit toward the end of the sprint, adding another layer of uncertainty, although it arrived too late to dramatically change the result. Russell's victory is especially significant because the championship fight remains extremely close. Antonelli continues to lead the drivers' standings, but Mercedes, Ferrari, and Leclerc are all showing strong pace. With multiple drivers capable of winning races, every point could become crucial as the season moves toward its decisive stages. The Dutch Grand Prix is also carrying extra significance this year because Zandvoort is scheduled to host Formula One for the final time before leaving the calendar after this season. That makes Russell's sprint victory an important moment in the final chapter of F1 racing at the famous Dutch circuit. But the weekend is far from over. The sprint has given the teams valuable information about tire performance, race pace, and the changing conditions, while Saturday's main qualifying session will determine the starting grid for Sunday's Dutch Grand Prix. With rain potentially becoming a factor and the championship battle still wide open, the pressure is now on every driver to deliver. George Russell has already claimed the first major victory of the weekend. Charles Leclerc has shown Ferrari has the pace to challenge, Leclerc remains firmly in the fight, and Max Verstappen will be determined to respond in front of his home supporters. The Dutch Grand Prix may be coming to the end of its Zandvoort era, but the drama surrounding Formula One's 2026 championship is only getting started. And with qualifying and the main Grand Prix still ahead, anything can happen.